Hi, my beautiful souls. This is 10. You're listening to Tenebris Gate. I'm going to try to do a quick episode. Unfortunately, I would love to do more, but it's been really hard to fit in episodes, like really hard. And I've been wanting to be more consistent. A lot of it, I'm not an LMC, doctor, financial, legal advisor. All choices are your own. You have this beautiful thing called free will, right? A lot of my episodes are really just about, I've had this on and off realization, like they're really for me, guys. Like they're for me. They're like an audio journal for myself. And so I'm like often feeling a lot of different things internally, and I need to express it somehow and understand it too at the same time, because sometimes when I talk about things, when I'm teaching about things, I actually understand it better, and it helps me later on down the road, like while I'm writing or when I'm kind of doing my own life, doing my own life stuff, or even, a lot of other things. And I've been kind of feeling a lot of emotions, and I've been like, oh, I really need my spirituality right now. It's like my comfort blanket. I really need my comfort blanket. Okay. And I pulled some cards. I've been getting angel numbers a lot lately. I got, like, I kid you not, I've been on and off. Okay, so I talked to somebody, my partner, and we were talking about the number 13, how people, because of Taylor Swift, have been kind of shifting their view on the number 13. And before Taylor Swift made it popular to believe in 13, I was really into 13 too. Because I felt like a nice feminine number. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So basically, so what was I saying? I get I'm very much interrupted a lot in my life, but it was the Taylor Swift concept where I could actually turn the kids' TV off because he's not watching it now. He switched away from it. Interruptions, man, are real. I've been feeling a lot of feelings. It was so nice to have a conversation and a dialogue about the number 13, right? Because it felt like a really powerful feminine energy to have in my life, and to have it kind of confirmed that, it's all about how you view things. Oftentimes we think like, well, our superstitions do kick in, right? And when we allow ourselves to believe in superstitions, we tend to lock ourselves closed to doors. And even before this conversation had occurred, I felt like the universe was trying to have a dialogue with me about something really important. Like, really important. Like, I don't know how to fully convey it, but it felt like Divine Source was saying, okay, girly, like, you're safe, but it really relies on how you view things, right? You attract to which you have in your mind. And we can only do so much, girly. Like, we love you very much. But, girl, take a deep breath. Like, we are sending you all these confirmations about all kinds of different things. Like, they literally did 67, 13. And then I was thinking this thought randomly, because, I'm a daydreamer, where I had this daydream about this character saying, yeah, she's in this group of friends, two guys and her. She's like, yeah, we're going to live today. And they're like, well, how do you figure? And she's like, because it's three of us and three good things come in threes. And literally I'm doing my little shopping. The lady says, oh, I can help you on 3. And I look at the 3 and I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't I just like having a daydream about good things come in 3s? And before that, 3-3 was popping up. After that, 3-3, and then 67, 13 came up again, and then another 3-3. And I'm thinking to myself, like, girly, you're an augur, right? You're a part-time augur, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, to me, because fourth wall, man. Except it's not fourth wall, it's like 3.5 wall, And I'm like thinking, okay, all right, what would Deadpool do here? No, just joking. That's not really relevant. But I took a deep breath and I was like, I think this source is trying to have a dialogue with me about something really important. Really important. And so I've been kind of like connecting to Wu Wei, the Taoist concept of non-action. And I'm recalling back to, as I'm driving home, there was a red-winged bird, red-winged blackbird, which they're basically blackbirds, but when they open their wings a little bit, you can see the red on, and it was flying, and I was like, oh shit, am I gonna hit this bird? Because it's going after this bug, and it looks like I'm gonna hit this bird. I hope to God I'm not gonna hit this bird. And it gets out of the way just in time, but it lost the bug. And I was thinking, great source at the time. I was thinking, great source. Are you telling me like I'm so focused on what I want, that I'm grasping for it, that I actually put myself in harm's way sometimes, emotionally or manifesting wise, because I'm so focused on having the thing that I am ignoring the things around me. And so that could be really, I think, because I'm in this weird emotional state. I'm also too, not only am I just a little bit more receptive to the concept, I'm also too a little startled by the concept a little bit, because it's like, this isn't the first time the great source has talked to me about like how you have to loosen your grip. They have brought that up to me so many times in my life, especially when I'm ready to manifest something big or something really important. And they're like, we need you to just surrender, take a deep breath, try to let go of control, because girly, we've talked to you so many times about this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a refresher course, aren't I? And they're like, yeah, but it's okay, we get it, because you were raised in a way, in conditions that made you feel very scared nonstop. And I grew up feeling very scared of all kinds of different things. I would see spirits, and that scared me. I was like, I don't know what's going on. No one is around here that can explain it to me outside the concept that they're evil or to tell which spirits are good or bad, right? So I had to shut down my gift down fast and hard, because it was just not helping me in my life. It was just causing me emotional harm. And so then also too, my parents wanted me to stay safe, right? So they had to, say like, you gotta be aware of your environment, But, I also too knew unconsciously that there were people out there who wanted to harm people that were different and who couldn't pick up on social cues, who were vulnerable and innocent and had not developed a system yet to tell who is good or bad in their world. And it took me a while to develop a system of being able to read language in the body and to know instinctively what people's intentions were. And I was very scared by the fact that something bad could happen. I felt like a roof would fall over my head, right? Dorothy Oz reference, except you're the good witch, right? And wouldn't that be scary? Like to look above and you're like, oh my God, that house might fall on me. And that's kind of the suspension state that I've lived in most of my life. And so universe is saying, the house is not going to fall on you, right? And I'm like, but it could. And Great Source is like, but we're moving it away from you. You know that, right? So you need to, instead of gazing at it, we need you to look around in your environment that is positive and good. We need you to feel in your body where it feels positive and good. We need you to focus on your breath. Because what we're bringing to you is 10 times better than the things you can imagine. And they're like telling me that. They're like literally telling me that. I'm like, okay, girly, you got this. You can just focus on your breath. You can loosen your grip. You don't have to control everything in your life. You can also to have faith and trust in the great source that is all around you and that is in time, in back and forward, left to side, up and down, as below as above, right? Whew. I'm like literally going, whew, because it's like, I feel like I just did a spiritual workout. Like I just lifted some weights. Oh, this is great. Okay, now I feel very fit spiritually. And so I'm going to kind of wrap up because I really, it's a quick episode. It's not designed to solve any of your problems. This is, I'm doing this. This is like my spiritual support number where I can come to this safe space. This is my safe space. So even if like people comment, weird stuff, whatever, still my spiritual safe space, because Great Source is saying, we want you to talk about this. We need you to like process it in this way, in this manner. And they're telling me like, this will help you. Like we know you. We know you are the type of person who needs to get it out of your system like this way. Because it puts you in a semi-trance state, right? Semi-trance state. And I don't know why that happens that way, but it does. And it always has. It's not ego. I swear it's not ego. But let's kind of like wrap up and think about all the cool stuff that could happen when we focus on what's good in our world, okay? So I have a roof over my head. That's the basic stuff, right? It's like it feels nice to be cool in a nice AC space. It feels nice also to have my sweater on me because I get cold very easily. It feels really nice to have a wonderful dog, a wonderful partner. It feels very nice to have a car that works and to have a partner that actually can fix my car. It's really nice to be like, okay, honey, I'm kind of concerned by this rattling. And he's like, I'll take a look at it. Don't worry. Oh, thank you so much. Now I feel relieved. And he told me what he thought it was. He said, you're fine. It's nothing really super bad. I mean, we'll have to fix it eventually, but it's like, it's drivable, safe. It's not going to fall apart right now. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, God, no roof falling over my head. No, girly. And you know what it really is that light is falling all around me. You know what really is that there's a warm bubble spiritual bath all around me. There's rose petals, there's rose quartz all around me from the divine source. And I, what else is going on too? They're saying like, we want you to think of, there is a leaf falling into the river and it's going downstream. It's flowing with the current. We want you to be that leaf going down the current and following it where it's going to go, because it's going to go far. You are going to go far. And we want you to believe that. We really want you to believe that. You're going to go far down the current. Going down isn't bad. It's effortless. It is non-action while doing something. And I remember them talking about waiting patiently, impatiently. Like you can be very impatient while you're being patient. You're waiting, you're at least waiting, you're practicing your waiting, and you're practicing your deep breathing skills. You're doing all the things that you are required and needed to do. And we are very proud of you for doing all you have done, for trying your best to do the right thing at any given point. And that's exhausting. And we honor and respect that, but we also too want you to honor and respect yourself. That's a little deep there, because that means like, hey girl, you have to look at yourself and like yourself, man. Ooh, how many out there have worthiness issues? And the Great Source tells you have to like yourself. A lot of us would be saying like, I don't do affirmations. I don't do that stuff, that radical self-like stuff. No way. But like, they're like, well, then we can't help you. We can't help you. You have to look in the mirror and find one thing you like about yourself. That's what they told me. I was 13. And I was like, you know what? Angrily running into that room in that mirror defiantly. I like my brown eyes. You know what? Now I like my nose because it looks like a witch's nose. I look in my mirror and go, yeah, that's a witch's nose. And I'll go, yeah, I'm a witch. Why can't you not? Like, and you have to give it your best effort. I know it will be a little silly at first, but it does take some practice self-liking, and sometimes it's just focusing on the self-liking little ways. And Grace Source will be like, I'll take what I can get. I'll work with what I can get. But we're going to work on more in that self-liking as time goes on. But we're asking you to loosen your grip. In the meantime, if you can't focus on self-liking, we'll focus on something else. All right, love and light, marry me, lots of beat, amen to good health. I wish you well, and I know that you're like, oh, man. Take a deep breath, guys. It's all good. Love and light.